Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Jay, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thanks so much for sliding through, and if you're returning, welcome back, girl. So, you guys, today we are going to be doing our hair, and I know y'all like it. It's so cute, it's so full, it's so long. Now this video is going to be a little bit different than the normal ones because it is going to be a tutorial, but I kind of want to get into answering some questions that I get asked the most and demonstrating, you know, the answers basically. Like I want to get into things like, you know, how to prep the hair, how much I feed in, how often I feed in. I want to get into like the questions like, do I prefer to braid with all human hair? Do I prefer to braid with human hair and braiding hair? Like, it's so many different questions that I get asked, and what better way to answer than to actually show you. So if you are interested in seeing how I achieve this look and you want to, you know, the answer to any of those questions, make sure that you do stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Now, I did go ahead and include some chapters down below for your convenience so you can skip to the questions and the answers that you're looking for, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, make sure that you subscribe before you go, girl. So today we are actually gonna be working with a new brand, y'all. This company sent me some hair, and when I tell y'all, girl, this is my favorite curl. Two things. This is my favorite curl. I did this style right here with this type of curl, and I love it, and all of my clients were wanting it like for their braids, and I just never done it on myself. Like I never done it on myself, and I love it. I love it, I love it. Second thing, come here Eayon hair, come on. These are the thickest damn bundles I have ever used. I've never seen a bundle this thick. This makes me want to have bundles. I want to do like a quick weave. I want to do a quick weave now, because if the bundles are this thick, let me get a bundle. If the bundles are this thick for braiding hair, I can only imagine. Like this, to you guys, don't look like a lot, but y'all, this is a thick bundle. It took me so long to get through. I'm going off script. I'm going off script now. I'm going off script. But yes, I do want to say thanks to Eayon Hair for sponsoring today's video. You guys have sent me over 3 bundles of their 20-inch loose deep wave hair. And yeah, this is my favorite curl. This is my favorite curl. It just makes me feel like so it gives a really like a really soft girly boho vibe. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not too tight of a curl and it's not too loose of a curl either. And I don't know, I just really like it. I've already gotten it wet and all that stuff like that. When I say y'all, this style took a little bit longer. It took a little bit longer because I did want to use the full 2 bundles, and these are thick bundles. It's thick and it took me forever to prep the hair, but we're gonna get into that. So yes, thanks Eayon Hair for sponsoring today's video, you guys. I'm gonna have a link down below for you guys to click, and a discount code where you could save you a little save you some coins. So definitely make sure you do that, and make sure you guys check that out. Check them out for all of your hair needs, whether it's wigs, bundles, bulk hair, all of the above. They're gonna get you right. And yeah, I can't wait to work with them more in the future because his hair is tea. So before we move any further, you guys know I like to go ahead and talk about the products and things like that you're gonna need. I did go ahead and make a list of them because yeah. So the first thing that you are going to need is a braiding rack. You're gonna need one. You are gonna need one, but you're good because I got the link for you down in the description. You're gonna need one. For this style, for most braiding styles, you're going to need one. It just cuts out all of the hard work. You can just prep your hair and all that stuff. So braiding rack, you are gonna need 1 pack of braiding hair. I use the Ultra braiding hair in the inch 52 in the color 1B. That is like a natural blackish. You're going to need some Magic Fingers braiding gel, or any braiding gel that you like, and edge control brush, and you do not need any glue for this. And so like I was saying, I did use 2 full bundles to achieve this style. 2 full to achieve this style. So that is all you're going to need for this video. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start answering some questions, and I'm gonna start showing you how to do it. Okay, so I do want to talk really quick about prepping. Someone asked me, they were like, what do you mean it takes a long time to prep the hair? So when I say prepping the hair, this is what I mean. It's when I take hair from each piece of the, like pieces from the bundle, and set it up on the braiding rack. Now it is 60 pegs on the braiding rack, and for this style, we have about, let me count. This style we have 84 braids, so that means that you're gonna use the whole entire braiding rack. I'm missing 2 pegs on my rack actually, so you're gonna use the entire braiding rack, and you don't want to have to stop in between and actually refill the rack. So I like to fill my rack up to the top. So on each peg I'll have about between 10 and 11 pieces of hair on each peg. So if you think about it, that's like 600 pieces of hair. So prep, you definitely want to get your prep out overnight. I think this is about enough for the yapping and stuff like that, so we're going to go ahead and get into the actual video. I'm going to show you guys the parting and things like that, and then some of it's going to be a voiceover. Let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to subscribe back.
So I love to start out most of my styles the exact same way, with a freshly washed and blown out head of hair. Here I am going ahead and putting my three-way mirror on the door. As you guys know, I swear by it. That's how I see my whole head. And so here we have 2 rows done, and now we have 3 rows done. And if you do want to see the process of how I start the braids and all that stuff like that, I have several other videos, but that's not the purpose of this video. So let's go ahead and get into it.
So we are nearing the top of my head. I only have a little bit left to go. I'll say I have like 10, maybe like 15 braids left to go. So I did want to just stop and do like a tutorial of me like talking, because I know that voiceover, sometimes I kind of miss out on things after the fact. But I want to answer some questions that I get asked a lot. The number 1 question that I get asked is what am I using to like sit the hair on? This is just a simple tripod. I started using this because when I'm taking clients, you know, it's hard to have my phone and all that stuff. And so one day I just had my phone here and I had to sit the hair down. And then I sat it here and then I just pulled and it worked. And so now I take this with me to my client's house and things like that. And then it's also good, like if I need to hold a light here, I can do that here and just twist this to the side. So I have like lighting, a hook, and be able to have my phone all at the same time. So this is all I'm doing. And you can use anything like this. Some people use like a hook, some people use like the foam rollers and like hook it onto something, but it's just really convenient. And so it has like a little ridge here, if you can see. So when I'm pulling the hair, I just pull how much I need and then I just yank it down. All right, so I'm setting up for my braid. I put my hook on my right side, on my left side actually, because I braid with my right hand, but it's easy for me to pull with my left hand. So I always have it like here on the left, if you can see. And then braiding hair, human hair right here. So we're gonna go ahead and start like in this section here. I wanna make sure like the hair is easily accessible. Like I said, each braid has like its own thing, whatever. So I like to put the hair up here once this part gets empty for each braid, so it's just like easier to pull off. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my shiny gel. All right, so we're gonna take some gel and kind of just flatten it out. You want it to be flat, nice and flat like that. Now we're just going to split it into 3. So I'm trying to hold my head at an angle. And we want it to be super full. So you see how I didn't do a full braid motion? I just did like the first part. Now we're gonna take our human hair, one piece, go that, and toss it over to the left side. So we're gonna complete the braid motion. Then we're gonna take another piece of human hair, put that in, and toss it over to the right side. Now we're gonna go in with our braiding hair, and as you see, I just yank it off like that. Complete the braid motion. Then we're gonna grab another piece of the braiding hair, yank it down, do a braid motion, And then this is our last piece of braiding hair. So you want to do all of the braiding hair in increments of 3. You want to make sure that the braid is flat. So I do like this just to make sure it's flat. And now I'm going to go ahead and twist so this way, a more comfortable position, much more comfortable. And now I'm going to flip. Now before I get too far down, I'm going to immediately go ahead and add in a piece of human hair. It's so important to have it easily accessible. We wrapped it around the back. And so I'm going to count to 14 and then I'm going to add another piece. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So on the 14th one, we're going to add in more hair, toss it over our head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so I'm totally talking in this video, but I didn't talk about what was really important, which is, do you see how much easier it is to do this because I used the braiding hair? When you use all human hair, you add in human hair based upon the thickness of your natural hair. So if your hair is thinner in an area, then you're going to add in more human hair, whereas if you are using braiding hair, you just add in the braiding hair and then that's it, and you just feed in the human hair whenever you would like. So that is why I much rather prefer working with braiding hair and the human hair versus 100% human hair.
Like, how often do I add the pieces? Just count, create a number in your head that's going to create the consistency for you. Like right now I'm not even counting, but I know what it's supposed to like look like, and we're at the top, so I can really add in as much as I want or as little as I want. But counting is really good just so you don't forget. You know every 14 you need to add it in. And so another question that I get asked is, what do I do to the ends? Now because we're using braiding hair, which is why I sometimes like to use the braiding hair, you don't have to knot the ends or glue the ends or anything like that. Once you dip the hair, it's actually going to seal, unless you're putting the curls at the end. We're not putting the curls at the end today. The ends are actually going to be straight because this is a little bit more of like a looser curl here. So I just braid it all the way down, or a considerable amount. You don't have to braid it all the way to the ends, but just a considerable amount, enough to where it won't unravel and that it doesn't look like really janky. And you guys know I like my braids to be kind of like smaller. I don't like really thick braids. And so our braid is complete. So how many pieces did we add in? We did 2 at the top. So the 2 at the root. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we did 10 pieces. So yeah, 10 pieces, 70 plus braids. You do the math. Hear me now. Listen. I have worked with several different companies. These are the thickest bundles I've ever used. I've never used bundles that are thicker. Mind you, we still have some left over from the second bundle. Okay, so we are completely finished. So I decided that I didn't want to do straight ends since the hair is so curly. First of all, this is a lot of hair. This is a lot of hair. I can't wait to wet it down because girl, this is a lot of hair. So we got the hair in some flexi rods, and I used the medium-sized flexi rods because I didn't want the curls to be too tight. I wanted to kind of like flow with the actual curl of the hairs. This bucket, I got it from the dollar store, girl. It is literally $1. This straight for me too. As you see, like it's like the perfect curl. It's not like too tight. It's like the perfect curl. It blends right in with the actual curly hair. Like you can't even tell what wasn't synthetic now. Now this is what the hair looks like completely dry. So now I'm just gonna go with my spray bottle. Alright girl, we are back with the final look. You guys know I had to put my makeup on to see it all come together because that's how I actually see it come to life. When I tell you, this is my favorite curl. This is my favorite curl. I think I've done this before. I've done this before in the butterfly braids. This is my favorite curl. This is my favorite one. And you guys have never heard me say that. I think I might have said that in the butterfly braid video, that this is my favorite type of curl. Let me tell y'all, I've already wore this hair out and I got compliments everywhere I went. I wish I could walk around with a link on my back. So if everybody's like, oh, your hair's so cute, I could just go, just show them the link. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody has been complimenting me on my hair. And because this style did take a little bit longer, I had to stop and go out and all that stuff and come back, do my makeup, and then do this part. But the hair is so freaking beautiful. And I wet it down and did all that, and it just absorbed the water and it just looks so good. I think I might have answered this before, but I definitely recommend using, I definitely prefer using braiding hair and human hair. It's just so much more full and you get a lot more length on it. When you use just human hair, I feel like it takes away from your length and it also takes away from your volume. That's just my opinion, but that's probably, I don't know, I just like it this way better. I feel like it's a whole lot easier, but of course I've already talked about that, so I'm not gonna go into that again. But I definitely hope that this video was very like helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching. All right, bye.